The fire crackles between grandfather and grandson as shadows dance across weathered faces.
There's a battle inside you.
The old Cherokee says, his voice carrying the weight of generations.
Two wolves, always fighting.
The boy leans closer.
One wolf is dark. It feeds on anger, envy, regret, greed. The other is light. It feeds on joy, peace, love, compassion. Every choice you make feeds one or the other. Every thought, every action.
The grandson shifts uncomfortably.
But grandfather, which wolf wins?
The old man's eyes reflect the firelight.
The one you feed.
What a lovely story, although misleading. You see, the grandfather wasn't a neuropsychologist, so he simply didn't know that you've been systematically trained to feed the wrong wolf. Welcome to the Unbound Mind, where we challenge cultural narratives and comfortable lies that keep you trapped in stress, struggle, suffering, and stuckness. So if you're ready to reclaim your power and set yourself free in business and life, let's go.
Unbound Mind. The two self-conflict.
The neurological findings confirm what behavioral economists have long suspected. You are not one person making decisions. You are two people trapped in the same skull, locked in perpetual combat. Time to meet your powerful voices. On one side, the impulsive self. It lives in your midbrain, thinks in milliseconds, wants everything now, and has the emotional intelligence of a caffeinated toddler. On the other side, the patient self. This one resides in your prefrontal cortex, thinks, indicates, wants what's the best for future you, and has all the charisma of a tax accountant and nothing against them. Every single one of your self-destructive decisions is a battle in this war. For example, you are absolutely certain about exercising tonight when you wake up in the morning. But when evening arrives, the couch appears to be the much better choice. You cherish the idea of working on your business. But when the fan gets hit, you dive straight into the mess of a headless chicken coop. This is the battle where the impulsive self has a massive unfair advantage. So let's look again at the basic process of how we get there. First comes the trigger. Shortly, the impulse follows. This is the irrational desire we often regret. Then come present and instant return biases, justifying our crap decision, pretending to be rational thinking. Shortly after, we welcome the dumb decision. And then comes a self-help guru and offers a list of quick fixes.
The guru's solutions.
So what do self-help gurus suggest? Let's take weight loss as our case study.
The surface
They'll
solution.
bombard you with macros, intermittent fasting, calorie deficits, metabolic rates, hormonal optimization, age factors, health issues, food quality, supplements, 17 different diets, exercise types, and daily routines. And yes, I did my homework. Each guru focuses on their pet solution. Each claims to have the answer. The sheer number of solutions is overwhelming. Still, this is like using a cannon to kill mosquitoes, because to move the needle, all these factors need to work together while your biases are still running the show in the background.
Willpower to build habits.
Ah, yes, the golden goose of the self-help industry. Just do it for 66 days and it becomes automatic. And we're still at the surface. But now, instead of the army of various factors, we tackle them all with sheer willpower. If your willpower is stronger than your neurobiology, and evolutionary conditioning, kudos to you. Mine isn't. So we carry on. Do you know the popular scientific metaphor of willpower? A battery, a finite resource that gets depleted sooner or later. So let's look at the weight loss battlefield. First, we combine all the physiological issues and processes, multiply them by neurochemical and endocrine factors, 6 brain regions, and add years of neural pathways. Not to forget, scientifically engineered food designed to be as addictive as slot machines, required effort, and economic factors. Polish it with mental shortcuts, instant gratification, and 2 biases that only get stronger when we're stressed, dissatisfied, anxious, or under a real or self-inflicted cognitive load, turning the whole charade into a coping mechanism. Did you get the picture? As you can imagine, your willpower against all that is like a buckshot to an elephant.
The habit formation scam.
Here is the cunning thing about forming a habit where even 66 days won't suffice. Honestly, this habit glorification thing is insane, knowing how many people earn money on sharing this so-called wisdom. You can turn something into a habit when it's of low friction. Brushing teeth, 0 friction. The toothbrush is right there, takes 2 minutes, immediate reward, your clean mouth. Going to the gym, massive friction. The reward, looking and feeling better, is months away. Well, say hello to present and instant return biases. So that famous 66-day study, actually, the range was 18 to 254 days. The study only lasted for 12 weeks, 48 days, with mathematical results projection. The study started with 96 people, but the researchers could only successfully model the habit curve for 39 of them, hardly a representative sample. And the other 57 people, well, their data was too erratic, they didn't do the habits enough, or they just simply dropped out. So the 66 median represents both frictionless and high-friction actions combined, so it's warped by design. And there was no follow-up study to check on habit sustainability. But try telling that to coaches or someone selling habit courses.
The mental shortcut trap.
But here is something high-performance gurus won't tell you, even if they know. Habits aren't mindless actions. They are initiated by thoughts. The thinking is simply the pre-programmed script firing. Stress detected, launch pizza, like in my case. It's the illusion of choice without any real deliberation. Mental shortcuts or heuristics is another thing that guards us from habit formation, and there are 2. The availability heuristic: what worked last time, I felt bad. Pizza is more vivid and available in memory than abstract meditation benefits. And affect heuristics: if it feels good, it must be good. Pizza equals warm comfort. Gym equals cold effort. Your brain makes decisions based on immediate emotional reaction, not logic. Ironically, we haven't built habits toward positive actions, but we have habituated flawed thinking. We've constructed a 6-lane superhighway from I feel bad directly to Pizza Town, bypassing every rational exit. The condition heuristic is the software. The neural pathway is the hardware, and this is why it feels automatic and so irresistible.
Going below the storm.
Okay, now that I trashed a good few industries, what do I suggest? You see, the storm rages on the surface, but in the depths where the water is calm and the current is steady, That's where clarity lives. So I suggest we go deep. You know that your actions aren't good for you, others, or your business don't like to yourself. You know that. But you do it anyway. Why? Oh, because you want it. And you want it why? And here is the depth we're after.
Motivation.
Obviously, the starting point would be motivation. Intrinsic motivation definitely works as long as your efforts aren't denied by the environment. This is another bitter truth coaches won't tell you. It's when motivation turns into resilience that can equally get depleted if there is no return on your efforts. The bitter truth is that when an absurd environment consistently denies any form of external validation, it can manifest in one of two ways. Either your internal sense of competence collapses if your self-worth is damaged, or it will remain intact if your self-worth is healthy, but the will to continue engaging with that environment, aka your resilience, will be drained. Think of women who want to lose weight but cook late-night family dinners or have cupboards full of kids' treats. Think of employees who want to be healthy but every morning come back to the same toxic environment. Or business owners who want to spend more time with their families but constantly find themselves working till silly hours. So, to have your motivation work, your internal drive, intrinsic motivation, must be supported by external validation, intrinsic. Not the one offered by coaches, like celebrate every early win with a piece of chocolate. Honestly, are we in the nursery? But with what makes sense personally to you. This is where the spiral begins. Having your effort prove their worth, in turn, feeds your motivation. Now that we covered motivation, there is another idea I would like to share with you.
The rebel's alibi.
Let me give you two examples, one from me and one from a friend. And we're still on the weight loss battleground because that's the unfortunate story of my life. So, my brilliant justification for eating pizza. Society tells me junk food is bad. Also, smoking is bad and impulse purchases are disastrous. So, society says, I can't have it. Really? Well, so I will. I am not a slave to society. By choosing pizza, I'm making a powerful statement of autonomy. My friend has a different kind of rebellion. She rebels against biological injustice. Why can someone else eat a cake without gaining weight while she can't? So she will anyway. She is not a slave of biology. By choosing cake, she is making a powerful statement of autonomy. Both are statements of free will. Both are rejections of rules, societal or biological. Both are rebellions against the status quo. Our dissatisfaction and desire to get free from it is what unites us. This is the rebel's alibi. And it's almost entirely non-conscious unless you dig it out. All other rationalizations, my life sucks and I deserve this, are just layers on top. Please, don't buy into them. And yes, I know, it sounds like we are cutting off our nose to spite our face, or shooting ourselves in the foot. Yes, it's true, we do that. We just can't pick whatever resonates. Actually, my observation apparently has a name. Psychological reactance theory. Little I knew. Honestly, I learned about it only after the script was written. Go figure.
The solution that actually works.
So, here is my approach to resisting the monster. When that automatic thought, I want this, passes through, pause for a split second to regain the leftovers of your originality. Catch the thought while it's still alone, before it calls for backup from biases and heuristics. Name it. Create distance. I don't even elaborate, I just say, oh, here we go again. By the way, NLP folks would also suggest you write it down to increase that distance. Here is the crucial thing. A thought is just a passing mental event, a ghost. It has no meaning or power over us until we give it to it. Taking it skeptically diminishes its influence. Talk to it. Well, it isn't as crazy as it sounds. I tell myself, I know what I'm doing. I want to demonstrate freedom, so why don't I exercise free will by rebelling against my own rebellion? So it's not like I must do this to prove my freedom. It's more like true freedom is choosing not to be a slave to the impulse. Does it work? Yes, when I want it to work. And you're no different. Things do work when we want the change, and here we're back to motivation. But if you don't, no solution will help. Not surface level fixes, not a deep psychological dive.